And we're live on twitch.tv/Asuma, and we've got bananas in chat from Gold Frozen Yeti, Satanistic Angel, Kess 2006, That Tech Coder, Average Martin, Bet You Can't Find Me. It is Mr. Fox, Airman981, Wobsonator, BG, Monster X1 Fan, Q Nerd, and the bananas go off the top of the screen. Thank you everyone for the bananas. I appreciate it. It means that we're live. We've got Manix Boy resubscribing for 37 months saying, Sup Asuma, how's it going? It's going good, dude. I appreciate your 37 months of support. That is an incredible amount of time. Also, little rant and rave, a little bit of a moan, as always. Every time. So, slobs automatically updates, and it is my pet peeve, I tell you. Like, why make software that automatically updates and changes things when it's software that people use before they're about to do something? Like start a live stream. And anyway, they do this thing where they change the interface and now you can't resize stuff, and it means there's a very small amount of space to read the noises in the ear. I just don't understand the decision process behind that. Like, why are you making this difficult for us? But whatever, you know. Slops, says Emma. No, Slobs. Streamlabs OBS. Oh, I see. Look. Okay, wait a minute. I can fly. Yeah, it's next to some logs. So, wait. Oh, yeah. That's why that didn't happen. Got to select something. Come on, can't be hanging on thin air. I guess you're not. You're attached to this. Cool, what are we going to do today, peeps? I want to get my storage system. I want to continue developing this. That being said, I think all we need to do at the moment is let it do its thing and run. Oh, there's just so much to do in modded, it's crazy. I was thinking about putting the portal there, but maybe we'll have like a basement area we want to take advantage of. So, Satanistic Angel asks, what did we do today? Oh, just housework. You know, decorating mostly. That kind of stuff. Oh, look at this inventory. It's a wreck. I think I'm going to take a break with my next live stream from doing modded and play something a little different. I got something up my stream, but I'm just getting up my stream. I've got something up my sleeve that will be interesting. Just getting to that point where it just gets a little overburdening, I guess. Maybe there is like some quests that we can do related to doubling the ores. I'll take that, thank you. Because I kind of wanted to create like an ore processing thing and automatically get stuff into... oh, it's actually different, that one, isn't it? We get a claim a reward, which I don't want to do yet. So, what's the best way to double ores is the question, not RF tools. There is a mod that I am vaguely familiar with. I forget which one it is. Let's have a look. Extra utilities too. That's the one that you can use for doubling, right? No, that one. Thermal expansion. That is one I'm more familiar with. So it's got its own quest line. We have to do that, and then we get these things. And then it will start sending... Oh, energy cell. That might be another way to store storage. So we're going to make all of these things, and then start to double up our stuff. But first of all, we kind of need to hook up our storage system over here. And it's very easy for us to move this storage system. It does need a power source though, that's one thing to consider. Mana dust, that sounds rare and special. Okay, so I really just got to pack everything here away that is unnecessary at this point in time. And are we full again? So now I need to... That's why I need to move my storage around so much. We got just one of those will be fine. Got that. Oh yeah, it's got nowhere to go. Which is weird because I just took it out, so it should in theory be able to go back in, but it can't. Okay, we're going to take... apparently I just broke something else back there. Okay, we were running everything off of a furnace generator. So we're going to go and put our... storage scanner right here, and then our modular storage that has stuff in it around it. Could actually hide this stuff if we wanted to, or we could put it down below. You know, we can do whatever. fact, I'm going to go ahead and put down all of these for now. It needs power. So we set up power over here, and now it's like, how are we going to wirelessly move it around? Oh wait, we figured that one out as well. We've got the receptor things for that. But we'll probably switch to a different system, just because I don't really like this one very much. So that, in theory, should be getting power now. It has power, so let's scan. Right, look at that. Look what it's found. So we'll route all of these. And we'll see all our stuff again. Now I need to scan a little bit further. But hopefully, once you hook up to something, that's good. So we need the drawer controller. Then it gives us access to everything inside of that. So now I can scan for anything in there, in theory. So if I type in heads, because there's some mob heads, there you go. Terrific, right? So that thing's hooked up to all of this. And what we're going to do is add some storage for metals. I actually see an ingot down here, and I'd like it to go somewhere entirely different, basically. Okay, so we're going to make compacting drawers down here and whatnot. It's weird seeing creative buildings in modded. Most YouTubers who play modded are technical and don't really bother making creative bases, says Nigel. Yeah, I know, right? It's one of the things that I like to do with modded, is also build the interesting looking base. What's kind of strange for me, though, is how slow it is to actually do that. Because modded's quite taxing on your time, and so you don't really have too much time to decorate and do stuff like that. How do you fly, says Craig Cash Money. We got Angel Wing. The Angel Wing takes care of all of that for us. Now, if I put this in here, let's see where it... Does it go down there? I don't think it will. I don't know how we prioritize where it goes, but it's something to consider. Is that now things might go to the storage drawers, and what we should probably be doing is trying to lock them, but they don't seem to be going down there. We do have a lot of bows. That's going to be a tricky one to figure out. Sweet Sandy says, I find modded so hard to understand and get into. I tried and gave up since I got stuck. Well, you know, when you give something a try and then you give up, you have learned at least something, hopefully. You should just try again, you know, and keep trying and trying until you start to piece the pieces of the puzzle together. My biggest problem is just focus. It's like there's too much to be done, so you're always getting drawn about in different directions. I still use a regular crafting bench just because the one we got over here, this thing is kind of a bit weird, so sometimes it's nice to jump between the two. Right, now let me get through those noises in the ear. We've got, let's have a look. We have Lunar Ice 05 for 2 months saying good evening. Good evening to you. Cluis27 or C Lewis is here subscribing. We've got Appman55 for 2 months saying glad to be here. Keep up the great content. And Jonathan is here for 2 months saying good evening. Good evening again. And we've just been sub-bombed by the one and only Pony Hunter 11876, gifting 5 subs. Pony Hunter, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Peeps, if you hear your name being read out loud, be sure to throw a love heart in chat for Pony Hunter. You can now do that because you've got access to those emotes. Marink KD, Ligans 23 for 3 months. Owen Plays 365's Redstone Ewok, and the Green Zeus. Thank you all for tuning in. You're now subscribers. Thank you again, Pony Hunter, for supporting the community here. By the way, I have a hot cup of tea. We're going to have a sip of that in a minute. We are going to get ourselves focused. Let's add that right there to our list because we're going to need that again in the future. We're going to get focused and we're going to make compacting drawers. Which are those ones? No. Compacting drawers, right? Going to need some stone, pistons, drawers and iron. So the thing I'm thinking we're probably going to suffer with the most here is the stone. And we do have a furnace hooked up over here. This thing could probably be turned into fuel. Not a bad idea. There we go, so the stone keeps rolling on. And we got Bob Mick Poopy Pants resubscribing for 10 months. Thanks so much, dude. I love that username. And Short Stack 2005 is here subscribing with Amazon Prime. Appreciate it. Appreciate it ever so much. Also, C. Lewis, aka Cluis, 24, gifting a sub to Possum 199. Thank you for doing that, dude. I appreciate it and hope you enjoy the stream. Thank you as always for supporting the community there. Possum, be sure to throw a love heart in chat for Cluis. Cluis. It sounds so wrong to say. Don't know why. Probably because it is wrong, right? Okay, so we're on the search for stone, which I do have a little bit of, as you can see. Pistons, we've got a few of those. So we're going to need a lot more pistons, which means we're going to need cobble, redstone, and iron again. When it comes to iron, what have we got? 2 blocks. See, this is where, again, I really want to automate this. I don't want to keep doing this. It's a priority. We go caving, then we chuck it all into a system, and the system takes care of it. In fact, to be fair, crafting a few thermal machines right now might just make the difference. Oh, here we go again. Here we go again. Okay, so I know which machines they are. We want a redstone furnace, right, so a pulverizer will take the, we can do that. We'll take the ore and smash it into a dust. Then we just need to take the dust and smelt it, and then automatically put it into our storage. So I think having these things just hooked up for now would be a good idea. Machine frames require tin gears. We're low on tin. We're low on everything. Then we can make 2 of those. Good. Yeah, how much iron do we have? Let's take those iron blocks, turn them into ingots. Then we need a bunch of those. Oh god, we might struggle a little bit here. Is this 1.12.2? Says Light Deck. It is indeed. Bricks. Yeah, not a problem. Not a problem. Okay, so we've got the redstone furnace hooked up. Now we want the pulverizer. Yeah, I had a feeling it might be like that. Had a feeling. I wonder if it lets us use those though, right? This thing doesn't really support using multiple recipes like that. No, it doesn't. Great. Okay, I need this then. Need to look in here for something orange and funky looking. There it is, copper. And get that stuff smelted up. So while that's going on, hopefully copper don't mix with any of that, basically. And we got Nitro Dynamite 18, subscribe with Amazon Prime. Thank you ever so much, dude. Pony Hunter is here again doing cheers and bits, saying hype trains are fun too. Hype trains are fun indeed. Thank you so much for the cheers and bits. I appreciate it. Lol Bajacalodo says, oh my god, my first live stream. Hi Asuma. Learned so much about Minecraft and you made me start to play again. Keep doing what you do. Love you, man. Thank you for the lovely message, dude. It's nice to know. Glad you've been learning about the Minecraft. Okay, anyway, we'll get our ingots in a second. Got to make more pistons, got to do way too much stuff. Hey X, if it's in this pack, would you work with immersive engineering at some point? I kind of want to give any old mods a go, right? That's kind of where I'm at. I'll give any old mod a go, but we're just doing things one at a time, really. Like, and even trying to do something one at a time in a mod pack is kind of slow. It feels like. See, now we're short on gold. This is why we've got to get the storage stuff set up. Okay, so make one of those, and then make that. So now that we have a redstone furnace and a pulverizer, we've got to hook them up to a power source. Now, because we have that down there, we may just get away with chopping them up here for now. They are not getting powered. powers both of them now. Cool. Alright, so what I'm going to do is essentially come back from a trip with lots of gold ore. I'm going to chuck it into there. And the output will be the input of the next one. So, actually, how does that work on this? Blue, I think if I set auto input, yeah, there you go, it's enabled. So now gold comes through to here. Now there is this little thing here we might have to deal with differently, but for now we'll do the basics, and as you can see, we're getting all of that sorted, and this should create 2 each time. I believe we are ore doubling. If we got 55 and we assumed we had a whole stack, we are actually making 1 for 1. So maybe we're not ore doubling. Have I got it wrong, peeps? Does pulverizing not ore double? Let's just give it a redstone signal so it stops for a moment. It might stop auto accepting. Okay, it is doubling. That's all I needed to know. It went from 1 to 3. We got Matsubu here doing cheers and bits, saying, "Hi chat, I could definitely get used to an everyday X stream." Awesome, dude. Well, I'm glad you would, because we're doing it. Might not be able to stream Sunday, heads up. Gonna stream tomorrow in the evening. Gonna work out in the morning and then work on the house all day, so I'm gonna stream in the evening. Then Sunday, I'm going out and going out again in the evening, so I'm gonna try and squeeze a stream in the middle of the day. And then Monday we're back to normal. Estellian, thanks for telling people about my break as well. Appreciate you doing that. I don't say that enough. I do see you answering people's questions. Very kind of you to do that. So yeah, what I'm doing is I'm taking a sort of break. There's been things like copper happening. And it just made me think, oh, this is so iffy being a YouTuber with all these problems going on, right? By the way, I've just noticed that the... Oh, right. For some reason, it's not properly aligned. Hang on. Can I edit that live quickly? Like... Oh, I'm going to mess something up here, aren't I? Wait, why is that... Okay, I see what's going on. So if I disable that, then we should be using that one. That one should be correctly aligned. What's going on? Yeah, now it's correctly aligned, right? Yeah, that fixed it. Sweet. Okay, the top and bottom is correctly aligned. It wasn't before. I just noticed that. I was like, oh, that's not displaying properly. Also, Dr. Cuddles Free doing cheers and bits, saying I've really been enjoying the daily modded streams. Thank you. I just wish these mod packs were available on Bedrock. Yeah, that's one thing, isn't it? They're Java only. There is a modded scene sort of developing on Bedrock, though, as they expand the infrastructure over there. But I don't think it's quite as good, right? Hey, we got Phenomen in chat. Happy birthday, my friend. How are you doing? How are you doing? Are you enjoying it? How many candles are you blowing? Oh, never gets old for me. Probably Fenno probably hates it by now. Right, we got to make compacting drawers. Actually, we got to make pistons, really. So we'll have loads of wood, and I've got loads of cobblestone, and we're getting iron together. So let's grab a bunch of that out of here. Still doing some copper, I see. Hey, 1 ingot, cool. Yeah, I was trying to explain, like, what this break I'm on is. I'm just not doing my usual regular Hermitcraft uploading, anything like that. Oh look, we got a load over here. Because of that, you know, I've got more time, but I'm using that time to work on the house. I'm still going to do snapshots on my main channel, as you've seen, but all other kind of content is on pause at the moment. So, yeah, I'm still doing those, but working on my house and doing other jobs as well. Like, basically, I made a list of, like, how can I be productive with this time if I'm going to take it off? Because I didn't, like, exactly need it, but, you know, decided to go for it anyway. Just make as many as you can. There we go. So we've got 11 of these. Right. It is important that we have ingots kind of prepared for this, and Yoel can help me put together like the materials that we need for all of this, because we're going to need to think through what goes in here. Question is as well, do I want to have it all on one controller? I think I'll be fine doing that. It's just for the long run, what would look best in this room? I don't know. I think if we overthink it now, we'll end up probably literally just, like I said, overthinking it. So we come over here, we put in iron, put in gold, put in that, and then I can see a problem with this. Drawer key. Yeah, I've just thought of a problem. Wait, which one's the locking one? Yeah, that one. The problem is we need another ender chest, because we need to, I think we need to use this as our input for these materials now. In fact, probably, see, they would have gone into there, which they did. Now we'll be able to see them in the system and take them out in those ways. So if I search iron, we're probably we're seeing more than we've got, because if I take one of those out, then the rest disappears. If I put it back in, it's gone somewhere else. So we can't really use that as an input. We have to use an ender chest as an input to make sure stuff like that goes back down here. Cuplex, if you're listening, I'd like your input on this, because this is where I think using RF tools is going to slow us down a bit. Like, what we want is I mean, maybe it's part of this. Like, we have input priority to our ender chest, but then actually no, we would make it to the drawer controller. Right. Yeah, that makes sense. If I can make the priority input drawer controller, then we'd be okay. That might literally be a priority list right there, because I can move it to the top. Okay, so let's say we take out that and we type gold here. Alright, so I just took out everything. Let's put it back. Send it to the drawer controller. Right, now, if we put anything else in here, it's going to go into all of those things. Fry says drawer controller, then ender chest, then modular storage. Yeah. Because at the moment, if I start shifting other things in, it goes down here. And we want to lock these. Essentially, we probably kind of want to not use modular storage in the long term. Right, I'm going to drink some tea because I just noticed what the time is and I totally forgot about it. I need that. It's going to get cold, right? We got noises in the ear from Lord of Iron 10, subscribing with Amazon Prime, and ImoBat is here, resubscribing for 7 months, saying, "Hi X, sorry if you already answered this. Are you seeing Slipknot during their UK tour? I'm going to the London show and I'm looking forward to it." I turned up at, on the hour to buy tickets to that, and they literally sold out straight away. Just couldn't get tickets for it, which I was gutted. But I've got tickets for Knotfest. Gonna go to that. Also, Fenneman is resubscribing for 5 months. Thank you ever so much, Fenno. Appreciate it, dude. We also got Sukio throwing the cheers and the bits. Thank you ever so much for the support there. And Blue Bottle 77 is here for 40 months, which is incredible. 40, goodness me. Alright, Cuplex says you should probably also put the Ore Dictionary storage drawer upgrade on that copper drawer. Forgot what it's called exactly. Yeah, we should put that on. Well, it'll be down here. Conversion upgrade. Auto converts compatible items. Now, does it store them as such, or does it store them as multiple? It's probably going to convert them. I'm starting to wonder, like, AE2 is looking more and more appealing because you can store things a little easier with it, if I remember correctly. Could be wrong. Oh, right, yeah, okay, so all of those became that. Can I actually do that? No. Oh, it's just so slow. Trying to figure stuff out here. I should be able to make loads of those. There you go, 42 of them. we'll go over here and chuck that down. And then do that. But I have those. Okay, so if I go put this down here. So I put it on that one. Which it did. This other type of copper will be converted to that type. But then when we search copper in the system, we're only going to see the one type. I'm not sure if this is a good or a bad thing, really. I'm really not sure. To be honest, you can just get into AE2, but use the storage buses to hook into the modular storage and use AE2 as an interface, as Cuplex. That might be good for us. Might be good for us. Enjoying this tea here. It's just so tricky to manage it all because it's not straightforward. It's like there's going to be issues with this system, there's going to be issues with that system. Anyway, we'll try and crack on here. So we have lots of different types now. So we've got compressed iron. I think we'll sort of add them as we need them. So I'm not really sure what would be next out of all of that. Maybe steel and tin. They're a bit more common. Dark steel, let's add those three. So we add them and then we lock them. Okay, dark steel, steel, and where's the other one? Tin. And then we lock them. Alright, tin doesn't have a block. Interesting. Lead, tin, silver, nickel, aluminium, says Cuplex. Those are things that I might have in my backpack, this thing. Like we got silver. We got nickel. And what else? Is that it? I think that's actually it, isn't it? So up here we can take that out and then we can chuck in some of that. Now when I chuck it down here it will go into the storage like we just set it up. Now that thing that I just chucked in, or yeah, see now it ends up down here. I'm not really sure if that's good or not. Maybe we could roll with that. Maybe we could just embrace it and fill up the whole room with stuff and then not have to worry about anything else, you know. So what was our objective here? It was also to automate some of this. So what we can do, what we need to do is make another ender chest, and we'll put this somewhere tidier later on. What am I on about? Oh, yep, got to come out here and do that. Ender chest. What's it called again? Oh, there it is. Look, we're going to add that over there. Okay, yeah, so make me another one of those, and you need blaze rods. So a little trip to the Nether. We need like a blaze farm. Space Warrior says, when are you going to fix your armor? Soon. I'll probably need to fix it very soon. It might start to get damaged at this point in time, mightn't it? Suma, lock all the drawers with a key on the controller, then you put the stuff you want in drawers. Yeah, D1223. The problem with that is that we've got a mob farm running, so it needs a little bit of maintenance. It might be the smarter way to go, you know, though. It might actually be the way to do it. Just only have drops from farms going into the drawers and use storage for everything else. That kind of was the plan, right? So maybe if I stick to thinking about it that way, it'll work out better in the long run. Is there something in the Nether, or in this pack, that can pick up spawners? I remember something like a dolly. Is it called a dolly or a trolley? That doesn't seem to be a thing, does it? Who remembers what I'm talking about? Is it somewhere around here? There it is. Hey, no! Chest transporter. Let's try that. Oh! All up in your face. Right. Could do with a looting sword, really. See, I should have made that with Tinkers. Endless distractions in this game. There's too much stuff in modded. Okay, now I'm clearly fighting a blaze. Oh, come on. Come on, buddy. I need some food. I need some food. Okay, what are we up to? 1? Oh my word. Maybe I should make a bunch of Tinker's tools. Maybe that's what we'll do today. Make a little Tinker's area. I'm just sick of the constant distractions. We need focus. Chest transporter, says Shadow. Yeah, I couldn't find that. Why am I getting 9 pages of stuff? It's because I got thermal open. See, that doesn't appear to be a thing. Cardboard box is what everyone in chat's now saying. Cardboard box. Sawdust. Where do we get that from? Not mechanism. Surely not. Is there any way of getting that easy? Is there anything different to that? Anything we can actually make? Pulverized wood, says Arteles. Pulverizing wood. That sounds like something we can do, you know. Okay, let's get in there. Pulverize some wood. That's the plan. By the way, we got a noise in the ear from Angel Matrix and Muffin, or Murphin even, Chowder. Thank you ever so much for your subscriptions. I appreciate it. Cuplex says, wait, what is he trying to do now? Not a clue. Basically. It just feels like everything is something that needs doing, and I just don't know where to start. Let's take some wood, try and pulverize it then. Okay, that should... Yep, make us some sawdust. Cool. So then we can craft that. And look at this inventory. Again, it needs a tidy up. Oh, and what did I just say about all these drawers down here? So if I take out those things, we need to lock everything. Except the ones that have already been locked. Okay, that will work as intended now. So when we put these other things, they go into the other storage. Or they don't. Oh yeah, we need XP for that as well. That can go in. These things want to hold out. Ugh. Inventory management, my friends. Inventory management. I guess the key could probably stay in here. So look at the chisel and bit. These things we'll put in here for later. We're kind of done with the wand for now. Those things can go in there. And let's check out that unbreaking as well. Like that, we should be able to do that now, surely. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Cuplex says, guys, why are you telling him to pick up a spawner? He doesn't need it. Yeah, we do, Cuplex. Then again, I've got to build a whole farm. You know, like if I get the spawner in here, I guess I could put it... Oh, that's interesting. Okay, I think this whole setup in here probably needs lowering, because that ain't right. It ain't picking that stuff up, is it? Okay, plus that creeper definitely shouldn't have spawned then. Let's get in here and move this all down a block. And see if it does any better. So you need... Nope. XP that side. items that side. Okay, there we go. The vacuum hopper has a range of 7x7x7, says Ross Stitch. So in theory, it will go 1, 2, 3. It should get down there, and now if it's centered on itself, it might not get the edges. So we might end up needing 2 of those in there, but for now, that should be good enough. Where did the rest of that go? It probably went in there. Ooh, and is therefore then stuck in here. Ah, this is interesting. What's going on back here? I guess we got something now stuck. Okay. Dude, you're just shedding feathers and putting them in my inventory all the time. Right. So something is stuck here. It's a bow. No surprise there. So this is where we now need to add a void over here. Like we've got a void off using item filters. So we need another little transfer node thing. Ugh. Yeah, that's another drawback with the way we've set things up here as well. We've always got to fly back over here to access this. What are those things called? Transfer something, right? Well, we need a transfer pipe. Did I only ever make one of them, perhaps? Let's just make another one. Yeah, you see, they get made in 4s. Maybe I put them in my backpack. Maybe I put them in here. Ha! That's where I put them. Then we need something to void it with. I wish I could just join your world time to do those complicated things, says Cuplex. Which complicated things are those? I mean, everything feels complicated. We got Young Bass Drammon here, subscribing. Young Bass Drammon, thank you ever so much for your subscription. I appreciate it. Hope you're enjoying the stream. What about a trash can? Trash void, that sounds like it. That's the one I'm familiar with. That is the one I'm familiar with. Okay, now we've got a trash can. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to put this over here. And we're going to set this up with an item filter. This filter, though, will need to be whitelist, match, ignore MBT. Yeah, that should be good enough. So there'll be a bow inside of it. Now we set up, or we put to one side all the other items that are a pain in the bum. It's now time to use those. So those are all unique. And we put them into here. Like that. Cool. And then if we go to this spot, we should find that there are more of these things. But then the drawers are also locked, which is now a bad thing. So we need to punch that out. What's going on? Hang on, wait, am I... Why is that staying like that? It's not locked. Shouldn't do that now. Okay. Then we lock it. Unlock that, get rid of those. Yeah, you can see it's going to be an absolute pain in the bum, this is. An absolute... There's got to be a better way. Got to be a better way to do this stuff. Got to be a better way to do this stuff. It's just so tedious. Because we're going to be forever coming over here and trying to figure this one out, you know, and put things into here. Anyway. So now those items will end up going into the trash. As you can see over here, those sticks don't have a place on the wall, but we can come over here and give them a home, which is alright. Creeper Trophy, I guess, could have a home. Frogleg's going to need a home, apparently. So anything that comes through here now kind of needs a home. Although, I might be getting... Yeah, some of these things might already have a home. It's just this right here isn't doing its thing. It doesn't stop this one from picking it up though, does it? Just because there's a filter... Ah, this is so pants. Oh, this is so pants. Like, that's... There's got to be a better operation here. AE2 time, I think, says Nigel. It feels like it. We should perhaps be routing everything through the main storage. Like, this thing is our main storage. Like, this should go into here and then get pulled out. You know. Rostish says you just need another filter that has the same things on blacklist. Right. But then that means any item that comes in here, I've got to come through, I've got to update multiple lists, then I've got to do stuff over here. It's just not right. It's just not right. Salted Squid points out Ender IO item conduits are a little better. I wonder. Let's go and put that on top of there. See, that doesn't pull anything out of here at all, which, you know, that's alright, just an observation. Let's clean this inventory up a bit. We need to figure this out. Not now. There is a way using item ducts from thermal expansion. Would you like me to explain it? Now, Cuplex, it's a like an order of operation. Like, the whole setup is just pants. Like, it doesn't matter if we try and patch it with one thing or another. We need a more robust storage system to begin with. If the route to the trash can goes past the drawer controller, it'll put anything it can into the drawers and void anything else. No filters needed. Yeah, but okay, so then, Fry, what happens is when some good item comes through that can't go into here, it gets voided. Like, the systems don't add up the way, you know. The Foul Hunter says I went straight to AE instead of setting up RF tools. Problem with me doing AE is that I don't actually quite remember how it works. What if I can do something a little bit odd? Okay, this also probably won't work, but see, look, it pulls something out of there. Now, if I had a filter on that, I could have it pull out the items we don't want. So they would get stored and then they would get removed. But I'm not sure if that'll help with the drawers here. Like the bows, once one goes into there, I'm not sure if one of any type can go in. Then again, we could leave one unlocked, maybe. I think I'm going to try that way around. Although there's this problem of, like, I place this here, it's going to pick something out, then I've got to put the filter in. So if ever I use this filter for something else, I've got to be very delicate with it, basically. Okay, so let's move our trash can. Give ourselves a little bit of room to look at stuff down here. Make sure the filter is on. So if we want to trash something, that should now, in theory, it's not doing anything. Did it take out all the bows? Nope, that doesn't work. You could also have one drawer that is not locked, and from there put a cable to a trash can. Okay, yeah, same problem again. Same problem. Like, then when something good comes through that doesn't have a home, it gets trashed. Right? Possum says modded is just one big rabbit hole. Yeah, it is. It really is. I can't make up my mind on what to do. Can't make up at all. We got a noise in the ear from Lee Arbor. Thank you ever so much, Lee Arbor. I appreciate your subscription. We got Dr. Cuddles here saying maybe filter it at the mob farm. Separate the collected for the trash that goes straight to the trash can. Could do, yeah. Let's think about that. Thank you for the cheers and the bits, by the way. Well, essentially, the ender... Okay, so we're trying to solve... So the ender chest can be over here, if we just think about the flow we got going on. I kind of believe the problem is the same, right? The problem is the same. It's just the management of the items runs into the same problem if you do it before it comes over here or not. Average Martin says, would it be worth just building a separate drawer system to the side just for the mob farm? That's what this is. This is just for the mob farm, and we've run into the same problem straight away. Okay, so a couple of... Alright, let me explain again, because I'm reading some questions in chat and it's clearly not clear. If we put items into this ender chest or not, we have to run it through a filter system. It being done before it goes into the ender chest or done over here is the same thing. It's the same problem. What we have to do is find a solution to it, and the solution isn't moving the location of it, because then the problem is the same. So Dr. Cuddles says, filter it before the ender chest, separate collector that grabs the trash. That's exactly what we're doing here though, right? It doesn't work because the way items move in modded. Put the filter straight into the trash can, says Potiningus. Well, then the trash can... Like, why would I do that? Modded storage is tough. The drawer with the bows are locked. That's why it looks like it's not extracting. Oh yeah, I know why it's not extracting. It's because it's pulled out something that it can't put anywhere. That's why we have to come down here and put them in manually. So it doesn't matter where what order you do it in, you just run into the same problem. You can filter out the useful items from the unuseful items with a set of filtered IO conduits, says Chris K Games. Okay, again, so if we try and filter out useful items, they will get trashed by default unless filtered. And so it's very difficult to put together all the items you want to keep because there's so many of them coming through. It would be so easily solved if just we could have taken out the items we didn't want from the storage system, but we can't do that. Sev says, instead of whitelisting items to the trash, blacklist items from the storage system. Again, you just got to maintain a massive list, and then when something comes through that you don't want trashed, it gets trashed. Is it possible to look up what you get from the mobs, says Rotstitch? Yes, but then you have to go through all the vanilla mobs, all the modded mobs, everything that could spawn here. They'll drop a lot of items, and look at that. The vacuum hopper doesn't reach over there. If you knew the loot tree, you could just filter out what you don't want. Yeah, but think about how massive it is to go through all of that stuff. That's why we need something a little slicker, like... You know, Average Martin says, I see the problem now. Yeah, I'm glad you see it. It's like by using whitelists and blacklists, we have to manage this large list of items for which we don't know what all of them are and don't have all of them because there's probably still stuff coming through. Cuplex says you can always use the unlocked drawers method. Have a transfer node extracting from that into a buffer item, then trash any items you definitely know are trash to the void. I don't see how that works either, really. Do AE2, says the Green Zeest. Yeah, if we do AE2 though, does it stop this problem? I don't know, it feels like... Loud and Proud says mass storage, no individualised drawers. I'd like to do that, but they're all going to get filled up with bows, and we can't get the bows out of there. Cuplex says, yes, that solution works, trust me. It's never a good idea to try and implement a solution you don't understand. Like, you have to understand it first. So if it don't make sense to me, I'm not going to be able to implement it. Remove all the non-useful stuff from the drawers and have the previous trash fill. Hang on, that's just the same thing again. I am so unsure of how to fix this. And what in AE2 would fix it? I think I know. I think I know how I've done this in the past. I think you need an exporter. You have to export out of your system, so it goes in, then you take it out. That way you don't have to mess about with whitelists and stuff. Oh, I've spelt it wrong. And that's an AE2 thing. So if AE2 can look inside the system and then export the stuff we don't want, we don't have to worry about where it goes. It can go anywhere and then it can get ripped out of there. And that is probably the better way to do it. The only thing we'd then need to keep locked is compacting drawers because of the functionality of the ingots. It's just a shame we can't do it right now. I wonder if this thing does have a extract option. Like, we can certainly interact with it through here and take items out. We just can't seem to automate that here. Does RF Tools have the equivalent of a exporter for its storage system? Cuplex, I can't read your wall of text because chat is just constantly, you know, scrolling and stuff. Yeah, Cuplex, we can't extract things from the storage though, right? That's the problem. That's why we need something like AE2 and an exporter. XNet can do this, says Matzabu. Yeah, I'm not very familiar with XNet though. Estellian says you can extract. How? This thing doesn't extract. Keep a drawer unlocked. That's not what I want to do, because that drawer will get filled up with something else. Yeah, that drawer will get filled up with something else eventually. This is like the whole storage system. It will just get locked up. So we need to be able to talk to the whole storage system as one thing. From the controller you can extract and probably already did it. You just didn't see that because they are locked. Okay, Stellian, that might actually be... You might be on site there. Okay, let's have a look then. So we put this here, we put in our filter, we remove that. Okay, now it's not doing anything, but what happens then if we unlock everything? Okay, all unlocked, and down here, nothing so far. Shalaligan says, lol, people have been saying this for 15 minutes. Everyone in chat is throwing things, suggestions, but it doesn't mean that they therefore work. Look, see, it's... I mean, we'll give it time, but look, it's not extracting. If it did that... Okay, it's not what you meant. The drawers with the bows are locked because you extracted them while they were locked. Well, they're not empty. They've got bows in when I look at them. They've all got different damage values, so they all got 1. Okay, people are saying there are no bows left. Look at the top of the screen. You can see that there are bows in the system. Right? They're not coming down here. I mean, it could be that I missed something. Whitelist, so it should match it. Ignores the MBT, so it's not going to look for... I mean, maybe ignore meta helps. Still not pulling anything out. Cuplex says there, ghost images, just left click them. Nope. They're there. They're actually there. And this thing isn't picking them up. Although now it is. But those things were... Right, and... Weird. But they were actually there. Like... Hang on, let's... Why have I got so many bows all of a sudden? So... That's actually there, though, right? That one had 2 in it. Of the same type. They're actually there. What the... How weird. Okay, so let's put this down here. Right, well, is stuff... I mean, it's so hard to tell if stuff's happening now. I saw something move over on that side. There you go. Okay, stuff is happening. The weird thing is, though, we're going to have to collect this stuff so we can slowly build up the filters. I just hate the level of maintenance these things have sometimes. It seems to have made a big difference so far, though. Okay, then back here, yeah, everything's out of there. Right, well that sort of works, but I don't know what on earth I want to do next, or why we started doing that. Junite is here, resubscribing for 5 months, saying fun, fun, fun. Yeah, I'm sure it is. I remember having these problems with modded, they're always annoying, but you get there in the end. Just make sure you break the trash can before you take the filter out to change it. Yeah, good idea. Looting 3 Tinker's Sword. Yeah, I like the idea of maybe just focusing on some stuff we can set up nice and easy. Doesn't always have to be charging through the tech tree, right? So, what things do we want to do? Eventually we're going to decorate this area. I think I'd like to, maybe do a little bit of that now, actually. I'd like to decorate this area. And then we're going to put Tinkers somewhere. I don't know where I'm going to put Tinkers. And the portal needs a home. Shenanigans says, sorry X, I didn't mean to bug you. I know it's hard to shift through all of our messages. Yeah, it's just a thing, right? You know, like having loads of people in chat trying to work on something together, it's always going to be crazy. Let's put those things in here. Now, isn't this what I was worried about a moment ago? Hang on a minute. So now, did dirt go in here? Yeah, I'm not sure if I want to do it that way. Oh. I'm just gonna have to give up. Just roll with it. Just gonna have to roll with it. Shenanigans says, all love, I've been learning this mod back too. Learning is indeed the name of the game. Maybe we could build something like high up, like on the 2nd floor. You know, we haven't done anything that goes high up yet. Which I would kind of like to do. I think we're going to need some ironwoods. Our storage is over here, must remember that. Probably going to need some of these materials for building. Oh, it's done that again. And again, backpack, I'm going to put all these things in here. They're all sort of useful for that stuff, right? Keep them in little groups. We've got plenty of space at the moment. I'm sure we'll run out. Put that in there for later. Okay, then we've got all of this wood up here we can go pick off. Wisdom wood, loads of it. Absolutely loads of it. Now we're going to get loads of this stuff. Oh, we left this on, by the way. What kind of armor are you using, says Will2Fish. This stuff, and it's going to break. What I'd like to do is make more unbreaking books and protection and all that kind of stuff. But I think we're going to try and make a tinker's area. We'll see. 1 block, 5 ingots. We got a noise in the ear. Cheers and bits from Cluis24 saying, "Hey X, I love the videos. Been watching since the end of Season 3. What are your thoughts on a possible new update with nerf tools and weapons and the coyote effect?" Personally, I don't have a lot of thoughts on it this time around. The way I look at the combat snapshot things is that I'm not really a PvPer. There are a couple of things I have opinions on, but nothing really in the latest one that grabbed my attention too much. I think if Jeb wants to rebalance armor and weapons, then all of that stuff's fine really, as long as, you know, it doesn't get changed over and over again in the future. One of the weird things about Minecraft is just the constant changing back and forth over time, but maybe in a way that's a good thing, because it's kind of kept the game interesting in some ways that you can expect for things like that at some point to change again. So I'm kind of cool with it. The coyote effect I think is like an idea that clearly doesn't work when implemented, so I'm pretty sure Jeb will probably roll that one back. Oh, this comes kind of close over here, doesn't it? So I'd expect to see that one removed. Why are you in my base? Like, why are you even in here, you know? No! Jeez, you're in water anyway. So if we continue this going around the whole of the room, it does get kind of low at the back there, but I think it'll be alright. So yeah, you know, again, the food changes, like, on one hand, I think they should be a little bit more consistent, which is, you know, why in this game are so many base mechanics changed over time and like flipped back and forth? But it's also kind of a good thing. It kind of keeps Minecraft interesting, the fact that you're never quite sure where it's going to end up. So I don't really have strong feelings on it, I guess. I'm just kind of like, you know, observing curiously, and occasionally something gets added that's really cool, and sometimes something gets added that's not so much. But in this one, it was very kind of middle ground for me. Now, I think what we need to do here is probably fill in the walls so they're a bit more consistent, and then also draw a floor. You see, we've kind of settled a height there for a room, and not giving ourselves too many options, unless we just make it a room with a floor that's like this, right? That's just it from one side to the other. Might be alright. Now I've got some building tools in here. We're going to grab them. So I reckon up here might become our Tinker's area just by the fact that it's what we're working on. Okay, let's go grab our watering can as well. X, are you planning to make a modded Hermitcraft server, says Derek. I am not. That is not part of my plans. I'm just playing this because I hadn't played modded in a while. I kind of fell out of it, and to be fair, I can see why. Like, when trying to deal with that storage system, all I'm thinking is, like, if I'm playing vanilla, like, everything makes sense, you know? Like, everything I'm doing, I know how to get it done in vanilla. With modded, I'm just endlessly, like, caught in these little problems, and sometimes they're fun and challenging, and then sometimes they just get annoying. You're like, no, I just want a solution to this. So to pivot to doing some building is probably a smart idea, because that's what you do in vanilla, right? You do some building, you can do it in modded as well, no problem. Leave room between floors for ceilings and cables and all that stuff, says Big Papa House. I could do, but I don't have to do it everywhere, do I? It's just worked out this way. Okay. There we go, whole bunch of that. And we'll come up here and fill it in all the way across. So I think this up here will be like a little Tinker's work area, maybe? I don't think we'll fit the... Oh, maybe we can put the smeltery in at the end here. Is that all correct as well? Oh, I've missed out like an entire row there. Am I out of slabs? I'm out of slabs. I have a whole bunch more here though. Okay, there we go. Right, so that goes there, and apparently a couple over here are missing. Strange. Now we're probably going to need some basalt. Fill in those gaps, but there you go, that's the top of that area. Feel like I'm going to need some wisdom wood next. Didn't we harvest like an absolute boatload of this stuff? Why are you not giving it to me? We got power. That's interesting. We didn't have that. Oh, right. Okay. Maybe it just had a hiccup. Because we didn't have that. Excuse me. Didn't have that problem before. Now, the wisdom wood, I think, would look cool in this area. Something like this. Probably going to put it down below as well. Maybe even put some glass around this. This can certainly go because we can fly when we need to. Oh, that's the wrong material. See, isn't it a good thing that we enchanted this pick? It's now the best. All in one tool. Hermit Fanimation says, Hex, I was wondering, do you have a favourite quote by anyone? I'm so bad at remembering stuff like that on the spot. There's loads of cool quotes out there in the world, but I don't sort of keep a dictionary of main ones. Although stuff like "get out of your own way" and "no one can lift the weights but you," those stick in my head. In fact, that probably would be one of my favourites. "No one can lift the weight but you." Like, that's got a real deep lesson to it. Why is your farm not harvesting, says WB Guy? I'm going to guess it's full up, because we never added any kind of extraction system over here. Because the farm didn't quite work how we wanted it to. Like, we didn't figure out how to keep it locked to multiple items. It just always ends up going to one. Is that... have I put that in the right spot? I think I have. Okay, bring that across. What do I want to do with this space as well? It's got. I like that it's got the little nook. I think it only makes sense to do that. Tell you what would go well is putting our light sources down around here. Right, having them. I mean, maybe having them hidden in the wall. It might also not be that great. Let's put it. Kind of got the wrong height there. Oh, one above and one below might also look good, but we do that. So we're going at that height there. Yeah, time to start putting these in around the place. Got that over there, then it's going to be here. Okay, so one there. See, the only thing about it is that they're sort of a little bit hidden. Okay, I don't know why that was... oh, I was in the water for a second. Don't know why that was done like that. Okay, so how does that look? It kind of looks alright. They poke out a little bit. I think in some spots they might be better coming off the walls, but that's alright. This glowstone can probably get chiseled, and hey, I need that. This wisdom wood would probably look better covering up the dirt. Like that. And apparently I've got a bunch of these in my inventory, so we can actually get that done. Cool. Therefore, I'm going to rip up all of that and try and put a few more down. Cool, let's go get some more wisdom wood stuff. We also got a noise in here from I Am Syndrome 06. I Am Syndrome, thank you ever so much for your support. I appreciate it and hope you're enjoying the stream we're doing here today. I mean, this base is looking cool. If that's one thing you can do in Minecraft, building bases, then it's all good, really. Cool. Alright, so all of that's filled in, and then maybe we'll change that texture. I do want to make this feel a little bit more like a room, is another thought coming to mind here. Like at the moment, it's a bit of a space more than it feels like a room. Also, having, you know, this stuff going on over here, not so good. Fill that in. Fill that in there. And then we need more lighting fixtures. So somewhere around here we need to kind of create the entrance. I guess maybe we could use some of the... Okay, I think I can kind of see a line that might be able to work with. Hey look, we got some basalt left over. That's good. Let's sort this inventory out. We're going to take our different blocks. And they've all gone to anywhere but down here apparently. Right. Got a noise in the ear from Betty Baghdadi for 21 months saying, good evening X, have you heard the new Eminem album? Thank you ever so much for your 21 months. I listened to it today and I was pretty disappointed with it. I will listen to it again a couple more times, but just not really feeling it. What can I say? When I saw it though, it got me excited. Like something about the name and the look of the album cover, it gave me this idea that maybe Eminem is just gonna get past his whole... I don't know, it always seems like so wrapped up in what other people are saying about him. I had this feeling maybe he'll get past that. Maybe we'll like get just, you know, M doing his thing or whatever. But I kind of realised that, yeah, part of the record is like he is kind of past that a bit. Other times he's going on about critics and stuff. But I'm just not really into what he's doing. I just don't really feel it. Really don't like the production style either. A lot of the beats just feel so kind of dead and uninteresting to me. So yeah, unfortunately, not really much of a fan I am of that one. Right, so I kind of don't want that. We'll figure this out, you know, bit by bit. So this wall here, if we just bring it across with the random blocks and all of that. Okay. And then that one. So we'd have two lots of that, and then maybe we need some more shape in front of the wood to kind of cut it off. We're going to have to get rid of that and then see what it looks like from this side. I think we'll have that go up to this height. And then it's kind of encouraging me from down there to have a block at that height, I think. Am I reading that right? No, what am I reading? That one as well? Not sure. Actually, I think we can probably get away with just keeping it like that for now. Looks alright, doesn't it? What do you think, peeps? What we're going to need is like a bit of a through line somewhere around here, like yeah, not sure. What do other peeps think about Eminem's records? Let's see in chat. X Shaggy has subscribed. X Shaggy, thank you ever so much for your subscription, dude. I appreciate it. Hope you're enjoying the stream. This might make that look weird, it being part of that, unless we mirror it again. Couldn't you say his album just doesn't meet your expectations? Alternatively, if you expected him to do what he did, says God Ninja Eternal. Well, it's all about taste, really, right? It's a very subjective thing to say what do you think of this record. It's not objective. So yeah, there's always like an element of that, right? I guess, you know, I've got such a fondness for him as an artist that, you know, I'm always going to tune into his records and really want to hear something that perhaps reminds me of the past, or even him doing something new that I click with. But the reality is, what he's doing I just don't click with, right? So yeah, it just kind of made me feel like, yeah, you know what, the last few records of Eminem's I didn't really like get along with majorly well either, and it almost felt like it wasn't really worth tuning in. I'm just not feeling what he's up to, you know, which is a shame. I want to, but Shenanigans says I don't see him ever topping his early stuff. Yeah, it's not, to me it's not about topping what he's done before, it's just what he's up to is just not interesting to me. If that was some other rapper, some new fresh-faced rapper that everyone's talking about, I wouldn't be excited by it, I'm pretty sure. Like, it's just, I don't know, it's not doing it for me. Oh, we've only got 4. Oh yeah, there's the 5th one. There's the 5th one. I like the shape the same as you, but I'm not really digging the exposed log on the 2nd floor, says Abivian. I've got a plan for that, don't worry. Actually, yeah, I got a possibly a good plan, but we'll see. We'll figure it out as we go. I just like the idea of focusing on this room and kind of finishing it off a bit. Okay, small tiles. Oh, did that work? I don't think it did. Small tiles. These ones. Those ones. Some of these. Some of those. Cool. Now we've got them all back again. So on that side we kind of just went all the way up to the top. Just like that. Okay, so now what we're missing is something going across. But I can't ever think maybe the basalt could do that. What if, I think the height to do it at is around here. We have like a cut-off point like that, and then slabs underneath. Yeah, and then I got a feeling like we'll use some other textures and shapes in this space eventually to make this less of a thing to look at. So it is going to, oh, we could double that up over here, and then have this thing just go all the way through. Okay, cool. So this is its own room now. We also do need to go into those spaces and tidy that up. Which is kind of a weird spot because it's just such a small bit. Hey X, I've been trying to keep up with this series by watching the VODs on your 2nd channel, but there's so much to watch. Lol, I love the series. Glad you're enjoying it, dude. There is a lot to watch. You can skip around, you get the idea, right? If you want to watch every second of it, you got that option, but it's not exactly essential to follow what's going on. That one on the corner never gets seen, but don't tell anyone that. It's our little secret. Right, there we go. I hope there aren't any 1x1 hostile mobs in the overworld, says Slightly Sliffy. Yeah, it'll be alright. I guess I could have filled it in with cobble or something. Let's see. Can I even get there anymore? Ugh. Oh. I'm gonna have to do it, aren't I? Gonna have to fill it with cobble now. And actually, I don't know. That's just a gap right there. I'll have to go fix that in a bit. That, I guess, is also a gap now. But that one's all right. Jeez, doing this all again, right? Ah, whatever. We've got a noise in the ear. It's Gelsberry resubscribing for 31 months. Gelsberry, thank you ever so much for 31 months of support. That is incredible. Can't thank you enough. I appreciate it and hope you're enjoying the stream. Hope you're entertained. Get entertained, peeps. Got to fill in all of this. Maybe not all of it immediately, but eventually. Alrighty, there we go. So I can kind of probably leave some of this for a moment. And then we can focus on, I don't know what's next. We've got more of this lying around. Let's get that little bit filled in because it just looks so silly. And let's get it filled in all the way up to our steps. And let's make use of that as well. Cool. That looks 10 times better there now. I got some haircuts, X. What a day! Question mark, says Gelsberry. You got your haircut, nice. Kahar Kara is here, subscribing with Amazon Prime. Kahar Kara, thank you ever so much. I appreciate it. Steto Fire says, I'm liking this song. Do you have a posted playlist? No, I just played the songs. I don't post a playlist of them. They're just albums. I haven't put them in any special order. Okay, I remember there being some gaps possibly around here to fill in. Like, that can go there. That kind of thing. So, yeah, I'm happy with the interior of this now. There'll be room for more stuff in the future. I don't know what's in this chest. I guess I can break that and tidy that away. I'd say it's all pretty good. It might look nicer to put ironwood actually in these spots, so it matches the other sides. Just a little bit of ironwood can pop through then. Pop through and say hello. Now, the entrance here, by the way, I also envision using some glass of all things. Let's run over here and pop away lots of these things that we're accumulating. Like carrots and ladders. Okay, what did I say? Glass. Should have a fair bit of that. Chisel it. Chisel it up, get some texture going. Let's do something a bit bold. Let's use that. Oh god, that might be too bold. I think that one's... yeah, that's what we're going to go with. So... well, this might end up looking a bit... I might have to remove that. I think I'm going to have to remove that. It went diagonal on us. I didn't know it could hop through that gap. I think we got very lucky. The damage... how did it do that? It sort of went across a block, right? Oh, I see. So it went from there through to there. Nah, that's lame. Anyway, this doesn't connect, but I like the texture very much. Don't think it's going to look very good. I was looking for a connected texture, really. And this thing doesn't even show us if they are or not. Let's try... well, that one probably isn't. Let's try... that one probably isn't either. I had left. Did you fix the storage? Says Blue Tree. I just left it alone. Yeah, we did fix it a bit, but it's going to be a pain in the bum whatever we do, so I just kind of left it alone. Maybe actually we go with this one over here. So, not sure if I like the way it's kind of off the edge like that. But that's kind of, again, what I was looking for a little bit. Kind of looks alright, actually. Yeah, I just wanted something like this to kind of mark the entrance. Like, keep it open, but make it a bit smaller. Now we need some more glass. Didn't we smelt a bunch earlier? No, it's stone. Let's get a couple more of those going, and then grab some glass. We ain't got any that's chiselable, right? Oh, that's chiselable. So this one right here, chisel that. Actually, was it that type? I think it was. It was that one. Ornate steel. There we go. Okay, so I think that looks pretty cool as an entrance now. Wouldn't you say? It's looking good. Up here there's going to need to be some work, but we'll come back to that later on. So now we need to move into brownstone territory. And I've got some of that. I reckon, across the top here, going to need that to be pretty consistent all the way over to the other side. Okay, so we've got that going on. And the can't help but feel it'll end up going in that direction. But we'll see. Okay, that then makes that gap look a bit awkward, so... Yeah, those don't look good there, but I might end up just leaving them because they're not like the worst thing ever. So if this is going to be a room at this height, we could perhaps raise the floor. So the slabs are like this, and then we could use multiple textures, which is probably the better way to go. But then we're going to embed some Tinker's stuff up here, right, is the idea. We're going to put our Smeltery over here, something like that. And not kind of worry too much about it being a perfect system or whatever. The thing is, it's going to be very small considering the space that we got here. But let's go craft some more of that stuff. Hey X, in some mod packs, the feral flare lights up even through blocks, so keep an eye on your mob farm. Yeah. Yeah, that might be a problem. That mob farm though is pretty pants, pretty slow, isn't it? Okay, what are we doing next? Brown, no wait, we've got to make it. Oh, we've actually got some in storage. Brownstone. Okay, I've got to feed it the stuff. Oh, look at this. I never went and made that more glass, did I? Okay, back over here. What we got? Chest can go in there. That'll probably do it. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4. Can't believe we're going to run out of that stuff. Can barely believe it. Now we're out of clay. I don't believe it. How many resources are going into this base, right? Okay, let's go chisel that. And mirror what we got going on over here on the opposite side. So it's 1, 2, 3, and then the roof comes across. Let's break that. How have we done it on that side? It's the same wall. Then we get over here and we got these little viewing balconies. So if we want to put a Tinker's Smeltery here, this bit actually becomes a bit of a pain, the fact that it indents backwards. So let's rip out that. And just have a straight line there. Then a big window perhaps. I don't know. We could put the Tinker's Smeltery up the back here. What do you think, peeps? Is this a good spot for it? You're probably a bit too close to the mob farm, affecting spawn rates, says Delirio. Yeah, it is in the middle of the base, but hey, the base will get bigger with time. And then we'll be all over it. So we're creating something like that at that level. Okay, peeps like it. That's good. That is a lot of ironwood. A lot of ironwood. Let's replant it all. Might get some more wisdom wood growing up here as well. But for now, that's good. So the windows are too wide there, I think. Let's just chisel all. There we go. Then 3 wide, then 2 wide. That is not the texture I was using, was it? I think that's how we did it there, yep. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Is that right? Appears to be right. Jellsbury says, I wish I could remember any of the things I wanted to ask or say to Asuma. Well, I mean, maybe write them down for next time. Okay, I'm going to go, we've got to go continue emptying this thing, right? So what are we up to? 4 ingots? Let's do that, switch it over to those for a minute. Start to get this stuff emptied out. Don't want to waste any of it. Wouldn't want to do that, would we? Noises in the air, says Willy Potatoes. Noises in the air. Let's have a look. What was the last one? That Fierce One has subscribed with Amazon Prime. That Fierce One, thank you ever so much for your Prime subscription. I appreciate it. And I hope you're enjoying the stream. Copper goes really quick here, doesn't it? Then we're going to be doing iron out of there. That one's a little bit slower. And then we've got those other 2 gold blocks. Tech support says, what is Asuma doing right now? We're doing tinkers, man. We're doing tinkers, isn't it obvious? Okay, 2 ingots and we're good. Cluis says all the things. That is literally what we're doing. All the things, all the time. Too much to do in modded, isn't there? Okay, going to chuck these things into there, and that, and those, and oh my goodness me, there's so much stuff. Probably don't need those right now. Okay, we also got like sandstone over here we're not using. Sweet. Okay, so we're going to put a Tinker's Smeltery here. It'd be rather large. And then we'd have to figure out a roof around this. But it'll do. It's going in the right direction. So probably time to yank this thing out, right? And look at that, this entire time underneath it, would you believe it? Just a hole. Just a complete and utter hole. Have I got no... I have got those slabs. Yeah, my middle click is... it's not doing so good. Okay, so those need to get put away, so does that. We've got to rebuild this thing, but we're also probably going to need more seared blocks, right? Let's go up here. We'll throw this down just on the outside because we're going to be building in that space. Put in all of our Tinker's bits. Yes, we will. That's basalt. Trying to avoid doing that. Right, backpack, probably don't need that immediately. Put that away for a moment, and that. And what are those? Wisdom saplings, cool. Right, gonna grow a few of these for a bit. Just alternating what we're growing. You should at some point put in a statue or a fountain in the middle. That's a good idea, Cluis. I like it. I'm going to call you C. Lewis. We're going to change that. Cluis sounds weird. But could I build a statue? Or is there a statues mod where I can make a cool scale statue of something? That would be amazing. There appears to not be any type of, well, apart from an elephant statue. Jeez. Chisel and bits, says Cuplex. Nope. Not going down that rabbit hole ever again. Done with chisel and bits forever. Too much. It's too much, I tell you. Right, so we need to get stuff for seared bricks, basically. We need a lot of them. And what I remembered is that they take a while because it's grout. So we need sand, gravel, and clay. Let's go decimate the world that we live in. You know, for our own needs. Okay? It's a good lesson in life. Just turn to the environment and rip things out of it. Don't care about the consequences. Jeez, why would you think about that? Let some future generation deal with it, alright? Goodness me. Don't think so. Don't think so in the now, you know. Pass the problem down to the next person. It's a lot of gravel. It's a lot of sand. That's a lot of schmand. What a load of schmand. I just made up a word. It doesn't even sound offensive, does it? It just sounds silly. What a load of schmand. Goodness me. What would schmand even be? Oh, apparently you can smelt cobble in the smeltery to make it. I always forget that. Oh well, this is quick and easy now that we got flight. That's a beautiful river right there. We should decimate it. These rivers don't seem to have clay in. Regular vanilla ones. Take what you want. It's everywhere. Can we get a little bit more before we head back? Yes, we can. And that's a full up inventory right there. That'll probably do us for now. It's a type of sour cream. It's a German word. Schmand. Sour cream. It sounds like something I'd like. I'll have some schmand on that. Apparently it's basically fat. Oh dear. Well, you know, fat isn't necessarily bad, but usually fatty stuff is a bit higher in calories, right? Let's not talk about food and calories today, okay? Jeez. Let's have one stream without any of that, you know? Okay, so we want our grout. Grout sounds German as well. Let's just do it that way. A bit quicker. Oh, well, now I've got to go in here again. Why am I not doing it with this? There we go. There you go. All of the grout. We now have all of the grout. And we can chuck away that stuff. Good. So now we want to smelt it all. Here's where like this could get a little bit more advanced at some point, but nah, we're not ready for that yet. I do like those machines though, and I do like. We should do a little bit of techie progress while this stuff gets smelted up, right? We were going to do some more thermal stuff at one point. Oh right, I spelled it wrong. Because we need more of those machines. I don't know what ones we'd actually need next though. Let's look in the book. Because look, we got this done. And that one done. So then it encourages you to make that thing and then this. Wow. Fractioning steel. No idea what that is. Compactor. Sawmill. Fractioning steel. It is that one right there. A nickel gear. We can make that. Hey, where did it go? No, we can't. I thought I had nickel. Oh, if I had a nickel for every time I thought I had nickel, peeps, we'll have to smelt that in a minute. Or chuck it up here. Follow the quest book, says Cuplex. Does it lead me down a good road? Fish dinner? I haven't eaten that one before. Crafting unit from Applied Energistics. Well, awesome. That was easy. Cool. That was the easiest quest ever, wasn't it? Okay, now it can start doing the nickel. That's good. Did we set up a drawer for silver? Where did I put my drawers? Jeez, can't even remember. So, since we didn't, we shall put that there. And silver shall go in it, and it shall be locked. Cool. That's the way a storage system should work right there. Okay, well, put in a bit more. Keep it going. Right, now with that we should be able to continue doing what we were trying to do. Oh no we won't, because now we need this one. Oh, jeez. Where do we get this stuff from? I got a feeling this is a mix. Yeah, it's nickel and copper. Have we got anything that could do that? Wait a minute, I have an alloy smelter. Nickel and copper then. Give me some copper. Thank you. How many of those do I need? 8? So have that. And have that. And it's doing it, peeps. It's very slow, but it's doing it. We got a noise in the ear from squirting phlegmy discharge. Well, someone spent a lot of time trying to write a disgusting username. Goodness me. Thank you so much for the subscription. I appreciate it. I appreciate the effort you put into that. That was so gross. Fractioning still is pretty much useless for you, but it's a quest to do it anyway, says Cuplex. Oh, Cuplex. Everything is useless with me, isn't it? Okay, so, well, that's what we're doing, right? I guess, now. We don't have a nickel drawer. If I had a nickel for every time I needed a nickel drawer, I wouldn't need a nickel drawer. Maybe I would. I don't know how that works. I didn't really think that one through. Okay, get locked up. Right, where are we at? We're looking for grout over here. Yep. And then we're looking for this. Whoa! It made double the amount. That's beautiful. Beautiful. Done quicker than I expected then. So, 1, 2. Then back over here. Thank you very much. Also, yep, make one of those, please. Good. What do you mean I ain't got any tin? Oh. Oh. Luckily for me, I got a little bit of that, so that'll go in there. This thing works pretty quick, doesn't it? And we haven't even upgraded it. Cuplex says its main use is in a production line for power out of oil. But you already have canola. Ah, I see. We've already got canola. Well, I only needed one of those. So, here we go. Now we can make that. Now we can make this. There it is, my friends. The fractioning still. Yep, it's a thing. It's going to sit there. What's the next one? The next one is the compactor. Does it compact things? Zesty zucchini. Oh, we got to keep eating these fancy foods, you know. I don't have a drawer for that, do I? Or for tin, actually. So, let's go set those up. What I could do is put these all here now, and then lock them all. Right? Oh no, we've already done that. No, they just look the same. Okay. Then I can just unlock that later and put something in it. Hey X, personally I think you should go into Tinker's Armory. Emerald armor is the very best that I've found until you have Draconic, and with mending moss you'll never need to repair it since it gets mending. I found that the best is emerald core, manual plates and cobalt trim. I just hearing about this Tinker's Armour, it sounds fascinating, so I'm looking forward to getting into it. Brah, just make an AE2 system, says Mr. Dracorum. Well, we'll probably find I don't have the materials for it, but I would like to do AE2. But we'll keep rolling. We'll keep ticking over and try and make sense of things, you know. Okay, anyway, we're sort of getting there, because this is not a crazy amount extra blocks, really, is it? But it can get us going here. So, let's go to that Tinker's chest and put the grout in there, I guess, to free up some space. This one down here is for, one of these is for all of this stuff. And therefore that stuff. What are we going to do for the floor? What other type of slabby jabs and wood have we got? You know, maybe we can introduce a new colour palette up there. Let's go look at the saplings we collected. Actually, no, wood. Realms is for Bedrock only, right? X doesn't play Bedrock, neither does Mumbo. Pretty sure this is a troll or a spoof, says Dr. Cuddles. Realms is for Java. Realms isn't a Bedrock thing, right? Okay, the pink wood, you say. Deadwood. Just gotta pick some of these out and see what the planks are like, really. Palmwood. I seem to remember that being something I've built with before. So palm's kind of alright. No slab for you. And that's not very good. It's a bit orangey, isn't it? Let's yeah, we're going to be fine sticking with the ironwood up here, I think. We'll go ironwood and wisdom wood trim, as these other ones don't really seem to have it. They don't seem to have what we're looking for. What other kind of stuff here can I dump into there for now? Also that. Oh, I keep thinking my crafting bench is somewhere else. Okay, so we're going to use some sort of like ironwood in the middle, and then wisdom wood, or maybe wisdom wood could be in the middle, since a lot of the walkable area down there is already wisdom wood, right? So you could have this through the middle, and then off to the side you could have all your little tinker's tables and toolery things, right? It's basically a Mojang hosted vanilla server with a few other options like minigames, says Latter Day Sith. Yep, that's pretty much it. Like integrated minigames, which is actually a really good like thing they do, I think. Okay, so oh my goodness me, I'm going to the wrong spot, it's up here. So we'll want a little, no, it is all in there. Yeah, it's all in here. How are we going to get it all out of here? Because I can't do that. I can't search by mods. So, or can I? Well, we can get that out of there. See, now I've got to remember all the Tinker's items. Because there are tables. Yeah, stencil table. It's starting to come back to me now. Cuplex, see you later. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate it. What are the other Tinker's things? There's a pattern chest, isn't there? Pattern chest. There's patterns. We've got to move all this stuff out. There's casts. There's the we never made another forge. Okay, so if we go into here, oh god, there's a lot of pages of this, isn't there? Tool forge, that's sort of what we're looking for. Except we don't have any of those blocks, no surprise. Okay, well, we'll go get some bricks and then some iron blocks, we'll probably do it. Okay, blocks of, well, ironically we have most of gold, so chuck that in, and then gotta make the bricks. And the bricks can go across the top. And it makes a golden one as well, actually. I didn't realise it passed on the colour. Tool station. Okay, well, I've got to make a tool station, have I? I thought there'd have been one. Jeez. Right, how do I make a tool station? Like that. Which I actually have in my inventory. Now I should be able to make one. Very good. Cool. I think we're going to end up rebuilding a lot of this Tinker stuff, right? But we're going to have something like that here. Pattern chest to one side, stencil table. And the thing is, are they actually going to look any good? with these blocks sort of... Maybe they need to be elevated with the window behind them. Or maybe we just need to leave a gap here. Have it like that. Right, let's go... Let's go into our quest book, because if we go look at Tinkers, we can remember the things. So... Oh, it doesn't say the names of them. Stencils, parts, tool repair. So we got the stencil table. I think we need a station, or is that... No, because that's the advanced one. So we've got the stencil table and the pattern chest. What are the other bits we need? Also, where is the @ symbol there? Oh, it's just not shown for some reason. Is it part maker, I think? Part builder. I mean, that might actually be down in this chest still. It is. Cool. So the part builder and the pattern chest and stencil table are next to each other, so they link. That's good. Tool forge. We got the tool forge. So that's it, right? Is it just the 4 of those? Feels like there should be another little chest there. I'm going to put a chest next to it. Part builder, yeah, we got the part builder, it's here. Is that a trap chest? It is. So we'll have that on that side. Now, there is also this armory stuff, right? So, there's Tinker's tools and weapons, and then Tinker's armor. I'm not missing something, right? Is there a third thing they do? So over here, crafting station, stencil. Oh look, they're all together. So there's a part chest. Ah, I would like one of those. Part chest. We'll make a part chest. And then... Over here it looks like all the armory stuff is just molds. So we want a part chest. Part builder. So, oh look, the armory stuff's already in here, I see. Okay, so we want a part chest. How do we make that? Like so. You want some oak wood. Okay, and we'll make it a... Did it want an oak wood chest? I forgot. It wanted a pattern, that was it. Which we can make quite easily. And I want to make a whole bunch of them. So let's craft a stack and then make that. Cool, up we go. Huh. Wait, no. What do I have to put in here? The part? Maybe to see it. I don't know. Anyway, they're next to each other, right? And this is going to continue down here. So then on the opposite side, there may not actually be anything. This is kind of a bit of a dull, like, Tinker's room at the moment. It needs more stuff going on. Maybe we can add some, like, armor stands with armor on or something later. There should be an armor forge, but you want to keep the part builder next to the stencil table. Right, an armor forge. What do we got here? Armor plates pattern, armor trim pattern. Yeah, there's got to be another table for it, right? Well, what have we seen over here again? Because you have the tool forge. And there's no armor in it. So like you said, armor forge. There's only the one, though. Do a crafting station, then a pattern chest, a part builder, part chest, tool forge is important. Crafting station as well. I mean, all that stuff's here. It's the armor now. Like, what's the armory part of it? Is there a table for that? Like, how do we craft the armor together? That's what I'm not understanding right now. An armory table. Right, let's type in table. What's that? Casting table. Stencil table. What if it's inside like a variant mod? No? What are we calling it? An armory... No, nothing. There is an armory book. Constructs Armory. Ah, see, it's got a different name. So now... Oh, wow. So some of the stuff is in one part of the mod and some of it is in this. Armor Station. Hello, this looks very familiar now. It's also got loads of the Tinker's stuff inside of it. That's really weird. Okay. So they're all for the other one. That's all Tinker's right there. In fact, it's saying Tinker's Construct. Oh, because it's finding both mods. Hang on, let's go back then. We'll separate them. So constructs. That's weird. So constructs armory. Constructs armory. So what other thing is it picking up if I don't do that? That's really weird. Constructs armory. AR. Anyway, we seem to have narrowed it down to this. But if I go back to that, we see other things, but only over 2 pages, yet they're from the same mod. That's really weird. Search at Con Arm. Okay, thanks, Big Popper House. Let's try that then. Does that group them properly? Okay, I'm seeing what seems to be most of it that way. Huh. Page 3 at the bottom. Armor Station, Armor Forge. Yeah, that appeared to be it, right? That's what we're after. So, build an armor station. That's nice and easy. Let's just do it over here. Okay, so we build that, and then we need one of those. So we need some blocks, and then we need some seared bricks. Probably going to do gold again, right? Oh, except, yeah, then I've got to do that. Then we've got to find the gold. And in it goes. Okay, so now we've got an armor forge, and we'll put that over on the opposite side. Whoa, hello! Oh, look at my cape. Okay, this is all new to me. And we can start to make the parts and stuff there. Might change the layout of this, it's looking a bit dull, but over here is where we're going to have the smeltery, right? So we need to figure out a layout. Question for chat, these always need to be like 3x3, 4x4, 5x5, right? You can't do like a 3x11 or something like that. Is that correct? What I might even try and do is align it so there is some kind of, how are we going to do this? Like seamlessness at the front here, perhaps? If that is even possible. Looks like it might be close to, actually. It can be any size. Let's give it a try, shall we? So what we'll probably do is put like windows or tank windows in over here. So let's go ahead and make that one bit of it. Oopsie doopsie. Middle click, please activate. There we go. Okay, I'm going to rip all of that out for now. Somewhere across here we'll have our interface, right? All the interface blocks are going to be. And then we'll come back to this spot. Ah, now we've already got a window there. Oh, which reminds me then, let's go find out what the tank windows are. Conarm, must remember and come back to that. So Tinker's, like, is it window? There it is, seared window. We need to make that stuff. Do we have any more bricks? Probably not. Great. I used them all up already. We'll get there eventually, peeps, don't worry. We'll get there eventually. Any square or rectangular shape up to a limit, says Fuzzy. Let's hope we don't cross that limit then. And we're actually going to need quite a lot of this. Oh, I forgot about that furnace. Pulverizer, we had one over here all along. Furnace generator, that thing's going to be running out of power. Here, have a plank. And we got some of that stuff going on. Oh, we've also got this one here, I guess. Where'd the grout go? Did I not pick up any more grout? I am grout. Okay, in goes grout. Can someone tell me that derp you can make... Can someone tell that derp you can make seared bricks in a smeltery by smelting cobblestone, says Willy Potatoes. I'm fully aware of that at this point in time. I wasn't aware of it earlier in the stream, but I'm fully aware of it right now. Okay, apparently I can make 8 of those. Do I have like a stash of seared bricks in here that I'm unaware of? Maybe. Right, so we're going to take those and we're going to go up here because this is going to be visible from the outside, which I think is going to be kind of cool. Let's see if the texture connects. It does. So we won't have those in place, which is kind of unfortunate. Okay, and this means we can also... We could try and implement a bit of a window on this side somewhere as well. I think that might be cool. But, nah, we won't for now. We're going to leave it like that. So that's going to be our smeltery. And then we need a floor for it. This is where we bring in our trusty old unbreakable wand. Oh, it broke! No, we ran out of blocks. Oh, we haven't added in a controller or anything yet. So that's the thing that needs doing. And guess what? We need more seared bricks, funny enough. Okay, let's craft all that up. Only 15. Is that even enough? Right, and down there, I know what some of you are going to say. We're going to need to fill it in with cobble, aren't we? Seared glass texture connects, says Tolbert's game. Yeah, I'm aware. I'm aware. So anyway, this is our room, and then you're going to have like this interface here where this comes up to the ceiling. So question is, what blocks do we need in that space? We're going to need drains galore across the front. So we really need to get more... Look, we might actually end up using all of this grout. Can you believe it? I can barely believe it myself, peeps. It's almost unbelievable how much grout we need. Right. There we go. Plenty more. Put the control in to see if it'll handle the size. Good idea, Bemperor. Good idea. Smeltery controller. We're also going to need like a seared tank in there. The controller will obviously be in the very middle. Ooh. Oh, I don't like the size. Have I made a mistake anywhere? Don't feel like I have. Ah. Tank! Yes, tank. Wait, does it need it first before this thing fires up? Nope. Is that the right thing? Smeltery controller. It needs to be taller, says Cheeky Panda. I'm not sure that it does. I don't really want to overdo this because we're running low on our materials here. I do have plenty more of those. Just not a lot of bricks. Let's get back up here. Oh, I'm going to sneeze. Oh, excuse me. Max size is 7x7x7 interior, says everyone be twitching. Is it really? I could have swore they went at least a bit bigger than that. I know you can build them up really tall. That's the thing you can do. This, my friends, is not looking good because we run out of materials again. And again. We need more grout. Some people are saying 11 by 11. I think it's got to be square. Surely it doesn't support rectangles. I mean, building it up too high, I can't see how that would help, but we're trying it. Okay, there we go. Bunch more of that. And the answer is probably no. No. Cooperus says I've done them. What was the information there? Jamie Twells says try building a small 4x3 to see if a rectangle is okay. That's a great idea. That is a great idea. So let's get rid of. We know there can be one high, so let's get rid of all of this. And we got a noise in the ear. So that works. It's Droid Dude resubscribed 3 months in a row, or 10 months in total. Thank you ever so much, Droid Dude. I appreciate that. Hope you're enjoying the stream, having a good time hanging out with us. Right, that works. Fascinating. Okay, so at some point we're going to like reach a limit. We've got to find out what this limit is. I'm going to put those in, and then walls here and here. Was that thing just running from a second ago? Let's replace it. It's cool with that. It's cool with that. Will they go over by one more? Also, yeah, it's not running. Okay. Now I'm going to guess it doesn't like that. No, it finds that, even though it's wonky. So it'll work wonky. That's pretty cool. Well, I guess actually that's not the center of it, is it? Okay, and then that's too much. Huh. So we'll go in by one on either side. And that'll be where it is. So if the thing is there, we're going to go down here. And I guess this is where our windows and stuff will be, right? Now, do I get them back? Yes, I do. Thank goodness. Don't have Silk Touch, but we get them back. So we're going to put them in line with the window over there again. Which I guess I don't have to do at all. I could do anything over here. But for now, we're going to do that. Opposite side. How many blocks in are we? 2 from the wall. So I'm going to use that as guidance. Oh, I see what I did. Okay, this thing should be on. Excellent. Okay, so we can go at that size. We did it, peeps. We figured it out. Thanks to a good suggestion from Bemperor there. Okay, let's take those. And windows on to my knowledge. That's quite alright. Let's get that one here. Cool, so we should be able to build this up a little bit as well. Put our windows back in. And let's bring that across here. So it's eventually going to be that tall. And then we can have drains and all sorts around here. The Caesar has subscribed for 2 months saying, hey, keep up the amazing content. Thank you for the lovely message, dude. I appreciate the resubscribe there. And my friends, we're actually going to wrap up the stream right here. That's all I got time for today. So if you enjoyed it, leave a like. Oh, wait a minute, it's not YouTube. Thank you everyone for subscribing, resubscribing, donating and cheering. Thank you to all my patrons. I appreciate your support as always. It is late in the day. It's time for me to wrap it up. And we're going to go do a raid on Hypno, who's probably playing some modded Minecraft, right? So yeah, if you want to join in the raid, hit the button in chat. Be sure to go check out the latest combat snapshot test video on my main channel if you haven't seen it as well. But that's it from me. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye bye.